it's 6 a.m. I spent the night sleeping at the San Francisco airport. I got in super late. I was already planning on doing it. San Francisco is expensive, man. And in this video, hang on, let me find a better spot. Alright, so I have 2 days, 48 hours in San Francisco. I was looking online. All the videos online about things to do in San Francisco are about the same 10 generic things. So I'm probably gonna see those because I've never been to San Francisco before. But I want to find some secret gems. So I'm gonna try and add those in this video too. Before I start, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I tell traveling stories, go on adventures. I really appreciate all your help, so like it, subscribe. It means a lot. Alright, let's go to San Francisco. Alright, so in this video I'm going to give you everything you need to know about San Francisco. The cost, how to get around, places to see and visit. Anything you would want to know, I'm going to add it to this video. Now I was really lucky to have friends drive me around and show me around for the last 48 hours. So I think they showed me some secret gems, definitely some places I was never expecting to go or visit. But if you're not that lucky, if you're leaving from San Francisco International Airport, there's a train that takes you straight to downtown from the airport. It's the best way to get downtown. Now, this really was my first time in the Bay Area or San Francisco. I literally landed and my friends took me here. The Golden Gate Bridge. No joke, this is the first place I seen and visited. We drove north over the Golden Gate Bridge to Vista Point. It's the first exit off the bridge. It's impossible to miss and you get these amazing views. Now I was actually a little bit shocked to find out the Golden Gate Bridge is a fair distance from downtown or any of the touristy areas. So this was actually my only time I got to see the Golden Gate Bridge up close and in person. And I kind of wish I had more time because north of the Golden Gate Bridge, there's tons of trails, parks, viewpoints that I really wish I got to check out. Unfortunately, I'll probably have to do it next time. Now on our way back into the city of San Francisco, we unfortunately have to pay tolls on all the bridges in the Bay Area, but we made an unexpected stop. Right over the Golden Gate Bridge, back into San Francisco, we ended up stopping at the Palace of Fine Arts. Now this wasn't all the videos, the top 10 things to do in San Francisco. And personally, I really had no desire to see this. But I'm glad they took me here because I had a pretty good time. Alright, so I know I said I was going to do some non-touristy stuff. But the Golden Gate Bridge was really high on the priority list of things I wanted to see while I was in San Francisco. And this place was literally right across the bridge. Or right beside the bridge anyways. It's actually a great spot to take photos and anything like that. And it's a lot better than I thought it would be. So, let me just show you. It was really peaceful and relaxing. You can get some amazing shots on your camera, Instagram, pictures, videos. Everyone there was tourists. I actually had a good time here. Alright, so when you're in San Francisco for the first time, you have to visit iconic Fisherman's Wharf and Pier 39. Now San Francisco's waterfront is super well developed. There's tons of attractions, things to do. You honestly won't get bored in San Francisco. There's just that much things to do and see. But when you're in Fisherman's Wharf, you're going to want to check out Pier 39. Just walking up along the dock here, along Pier 39, you come across this. Sea lions everywhere. They're just chilling right off the dock. It's so cool and unique. I've seen sea lions before in the past, but I had to pay hundreds of dollars just to go on a whale watching tour to see them, and they were here for free, so it's definitely worth checking out. Once you've had enough of that, go inside and walk inside Pier 39. It's got tons of attractions, things to do, food, restaurants, mirror mazes, 7D experiences. It's awesome and it's so much fun. It is very much a touristy spot though. So anything in Fisherman's Wharf, Pier 39, it's going to have the tourist prices. But so far, everything I've mentioned have been free. But yeah, but you're definitely going to want to check out Pier 39. It was so much fun, and there's lots to do and see. Alright, so I'm going to take us back to Fisherman's Wharf. There's one place you're going to have to check out when you're in San Francisco, and that is this place right here, the Pinball Arcade Museum. It has tons of vintage pinball machines, tons of games I've never seen before, never played before, and it's only about 50 cents to play. It's right there in the middle of Fisherman's Wharf, a 5-minute walk from Pier 39, the last one I was at with the sea lions. Just the opportunity to go here and check it out for 50 cents a game, it's so worth it. I highly recommend checking this place out. Now there's one last place we stopped at on day one. It's something I haven't heard anyone on YouTube talk about before, so I'm not sure if this is new or what, but it's this place right here. The San Francisco Dungeon. Now, this might not be for everyone, but it is an hour-long interactive story about San Francisco's history. There's a lot of crowd participation. The performers were great, and it's right there in Fisherman's Wharf. If you're looking for something different, you might want to check this place out. Before you go though, I recommend looking for some discount codes online. That was day one, my first 24 hours in San Francisco. Now, if you need accommodations, don't stay in San Francisco. This is the BART train transit system. If you want your own room, find somewhere close to one of these stations. Wait, there we go. That's a good transition. San Francisco is extremely expensive. Hostels cost around $100 a night, and hotels in San Francisco can cost hundreds of dollars a night. So get a place fairly close to the BART transit system and Uber or Lyft your way to the train station. Keep your car parked at the hotel, Airbnb, and just take the train into the city. Round-trip tickets cost around $15 per person, and it's totally worth it. This will save you hundreds of dollars compared to finding accommodations in San Francisco. Unfortunately, I never had the opportunity to take the other transit systems in the Bay Area, but I can say the BART train system is very easy to navigate, opens super early, and as long as you're not into the nightlife, you won't have any problems. Okay, so the BART train has several stops along Market Street, and Market Street has everything. Tons of small vendors on the street, restaurants, museums, cable cars, and shopping malls. We got off in the financial district, the closest stop to the water, and walked towards the San Francisco Ferry Building. Alright, it's our second day in San Francisco. Just got downtown. We're walking along the waterfront to Fisherman's Wharf. Now, there's one destination every tourist thinks about when they visit San Francisco, and that's Alcatraz Island. I was so stoked to check this place out and shocked at how few locals have never even visited before. Tickets cost $40 for access to the island and around $100 for a behind-the-scenes guided tour of Alcatraz. I was lucky enough to go during January, So they had tickets available for purchase at Pier 33. But I would highly recommend pre-purchasing tickets online. It was first come first serve and people were definitely getting turned away. It was crowded for the basic $40 tour, but if you get there early or stay just before the last ferry, the crowds disappear. There's so much history, I can't even put it all in this video, but you can imagine families actually lived on this island, kids grew up here, there were stores, businesses. It's pretty crazy. For the basic tour, they give you an audio tour of the main prison. It guides you along the cells of the most notorious criminals from 1934 to 1963. It was honestly just so surreal to be here. Alright, so this is the recreational yard. If they were good, this is where they ended up staying. It would be a treat to come out here. They would spend hours out here if they could, even no matter how cold the weather was or anything like that. So. If you have them shuffleboard. I think you can see I was just taking it all in. Sitting in the recreational yard overlooking the Golden Gate Bridge, you can't put it into words, so I'll just try and show you. Alright, we made it to Chinatown. Woo! So, San Francisco Chinatown is the oldest in North America, and I recommend starting here, at the Dragon Gate. It's the entrance and very centrally located to all major transit stops. Walking along Chinatown in San Francisco is breathtaking, and the architecture throughout the city is beautiful, but the buildings, layout, culture, and community here in Chinatown is definitely a must-see if you're ever coming to San Francisco. There's quite a bit to see while in Chinatown, but I was only in San Francisco for 2 full days, so I only got to stop here at the Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Factory. It's small, but worth the visit. They hand make thousands of super tasty fortune cookies. They were good. It's pretty neat seeing how they are all made, and they were generous enough to give us some free samples. The price for a bag of fortune cookies ranged anywhere between $4 to $8. So on the day I was flying back, my friends were generous enough to drive me back to the airport. And where else do you go while your friends are driving around San Francisco? Well, yeah, Lombard Street. During a weekday, it wasn't too crowded with tourists, but I could easily see this place getting really busy during the weekends. It took about 10 to 15 minutes waiting in line just to drive down here, but if you are driving around San Francisco, I think it's worth it. Now, if you're looking for something different and a bit more adventurous, you're going to want to check out this last stop. It's not easy to get to, but it's definitely worth the views. Alright, so that's 48 hours in San Francisco. One last thing to show you. Check out this view. This is Twin Peaks. You will get some amazing views of downtown San Francisco, Market Street, the Golden Gate Bridge, and everything in between. There were quite a few hiking trails, but almost everyone was there for the views. San Francisco's huge and there are tons of things to do. I wish I had more time, but hopefully you came away with a few fun ideas. Be sure to add any cool secret gems in the comments below. Like the video, and as always, until later, I'll see you.